Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. This may not be a really long video, but I kind of want to talk to you guys about something. So as you know, we now have 4K releases coming out soon from Arrow Video of Texas Chainsaw 2003 along with Texas Chainsaw The Beginning. Now, let's talk about Texas Chainsaw 2003 because director Marcus Nisepl said something that my head is just kind of exploded reading this, and I'm still trying to figure out if he has some sort of sense of humor with this or what he means, but let's get into this. But, you know, the original Texas Chainsaw remake, I say the original because the film's been done over and over again, so, you know, when you watch the film, going back to even VHS or DVD or even the Blu-ray, the film definitely has a certain look. To say that the Texas 03 has like a lifelike look would, I mean, it's debatable, right? Like, the movie definitely has these shades of green. When I think of Texas Chainsaw 03, if you're like me, you think of the color green. The movie definitely had a visual style. Now, this was not unique to this film. If you look at a lot of movies during the, you know, the early 2000s, they all had a certain look and feel and design they were going for, and Texas 03 was no different. Movies like Saw clearly are just like a throw-up of colors, and even movies that James Wan would do after that, like Dead Silence, he went for this almost desaturated colored look. You know, that's just a sign of the times. Now, people love that about Texas 03, the way that movie looks, and I gotta say, I like the way The Beginning looks, but the color palette on that one I find to be much more Texas and feels right. When I think of Texas Chainsaw 03, I think of like those shades of green, those just humid looks, those nasty tones of green. Now, it's not a bad thing, but it's not my personal preference. I prefer the way The Beginning looks, which also makes me wonder if this, what Marcus Nisepl said, is going to have to do with the actual film of The Beginning as well. So, let's get into it, guys. So, somebody actually DM'd me and said, hey, have you seen what Marcus Nisepl said on his Facebook? And I was like, no, what is it? So I get sent a screenshot, and sure enough, I immediately go to Marcus's Facebook to make sure this is him, and sure enough, it is. Here's the image, guys. Marcus Nisepl posted this 5 hours ago from the time of filming this. He has a picture of the 4K from Arrow, and it says, new and improved, ... now with brighter, deeper, more lifelike colors. This is pretty much, this is the important thing of why I wanted to actually talk to you guys about this. This is pretty much everything we originally tried to avoid. Okay? I still remember my color direction for Daniel Pearl, the cinematographer. All the shades of puke. ... now in living color. Okay, so I'm wondering what this means. Now, there's a sense that maybe Marcus is being a little sarcastic, you know, and honestly, I could probably reach out to Cliff about this, and I very well may do so, and maybe he'll see this video. Cliff, if you do this video, maybe I kind of would like to know what Marcus is saying here. But the notion that I'm getting is, and I'm not even necessarily saying that this is a good or a bad thing, or not really a bad thing at all. For some it could be, for others they could be joyous about it. The question is what Marcus saying that the film is going to look totally different on 4K from what it looked like on the previous releases? I'm talking color timing. Is he stripping out all those hues of green in the film? Or is what Marcus is saying is just basically the film looks a lot better and now it just looks more lifelike and the tone is in the ballpark still, just not as rugged looking in 720 or even 480p. This whole thing has me so interested, and now I am at the edge of my seat, quite frankly, to see this movie on 4K UHD, because I don't know, this threw me for a loop. It's not very often you see a director for a film, when a 4K is coming out, say something to the effect of, this is pretty much everything we originally tried to avoid. And when I've read this over like 5 or 6 times. Now, I looked through the comments on this post, and on this post, it was mostly people just being excited to see the film and saying that they love the film, or some people even like, I'm going to stick to my VHS of it. It looks fine that way, which, hey, whatever floats your boat, that's fine. But I am so fascinated by this, and I'm wondering what the hell can we expect now. We're just anticipating it rather than being nervous or anything. Like, there's something to be said about seeing this film look brand new in a completely different way. If they completely naturalize all the tones of this movie, that could be really cool. But for some people, they may still want that green. I don't know. There's a little bit of speculation about this, but when I saw this, I had to talk to you guys about it. Just to reiterate it, this is pretty much everything we originally tried to avoid. I still remember my color direction for Daniel Pearl, all the shades of puke, now in living color. So guys, I am so anticipating seeing this movie on 4K now, because I need to know how much different this is going to look from the previous releases. Obviously, I'll be reviewing this. My pre-orders are in, but I need to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Please sound off down below at what you think this means from Marcus Nisepl on the look of this new 4K, guys. Hopefully, this is something that is just possibly being blown out of proportion by him, and who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll see. But guys, brace yourself, be on your toes for Texas Chainsaw 03 on 4K, and let me know, would you like him to strip out all those greens and go for a more natural cinematic look, or would you like the film to stay looking the way it did on previous releases? We'll see, guys. Let me know down below. This is your old pal CHH. That's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.